So get this, many states have been slowly acknowledging the term non-binary as a gender option, and the state of California just recently passed a bill that will now allow non-binary as a gender option for all state ID cards, and documents. It's progressive, right, girls?
Yeah.
Any thoughts?
Yeah, I love it. I think it's great. I think that there are pros and cons to everything, but I think that the ability to have some kind of transitional word that says, hey, listen, this is not, I'm not this, and I'm not this. So let me be something that I can define myself as.
You said the word, the
transitional word.
Transitional. And that's what it is. It's transitional.
I think it is.
Yeah. Because what non-binary means is that you don't identify with neither.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nor female nor male.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So at some point, you might identify.
I think so.
And then you're going to change it again.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what people are saying now, the people who are against this new option, I'm for it, but people who are against this new option are saying that what happens if you are, for example, born female,
Right.
but then you're in transition, so you change it to non-binary.
Right.
And then I decide that I'm male,
Okay.
so I change it again.
Yeah.
And having those switches all the time, what happens with TSA and with fraud?
Right.
Yeah.
So that's why people are hesitant, other states, to change it.
I mean, I
Okay.
can understand that.
I get that. Logistically, I understand when it comes to like governmental documents that you're gonna have to
Yeah.
go through the process of changing it. Just like changing your last name when you get married is a whole process. But the thing, at least for me, what I believe in, like I believe sexuality is fluid. I believe that gender is a spectrum, right? So we here identify as female, and then there's people that identify as male, and then everything in between. We need to be able to tell these people that yes, this is acceptable, that you do belong, and this is your denomination or your
or
category.
even everything outside.
Right.
That's what we're really looking at, because non-binary is not on the spectrum of necessarily
No
male
gender.
and female.
That's
Right.
the thing. So what
Yeah.
happens if you then, okay, there's non-binary, intersex, gender fluid, transgender.
Yeah, they're all different.
They're all different. That's the thing. So what if non-binary doesn't apply to what you are?
Listen,
Right.
then they're going to come up with another one.
Right.
Yes, and it is
And then
a
another
slippery
one.
slope, and there's going to be more. But I mean, the government already knows how to do this pretty well. It's
Right.
just like getting a visa for another country. Make
Hey,
it the hardest thing.
it
make
is the hardest thing.
Make it the
Yeah.
hardest thing in the world to do. And if someone really wants to do it, they'll find out how to do it.
And
but if
I
it's not
think,
as important.
Again,
then-
I think in our society, there's categories are so important to like for you as a self-identification. You know, like you want to feel like you belong. If it's not harming anyone and you have a down pat system, well, it's none of our business.
Yeah.
It's none of our
as long
business.
as you don't say or discount my femininity or my masculinity.
Right.
Yes.
As long as you don't discount those, I'm down for you to be able to switch and choose and 20 years change your mind, another 20 years change your
Yeah,
mind again.
that's on you, homie.
But the government probably should make it difficult so for fraud documentation and things like
Right.
that it's not an easy thing to do.
I know that
Which-
Sam Smith, you know Sam Smith, the R&B
Oh,
crooner,
yeah.
he just came out as non-binary this weekend. He said, I feel more woman than I do men.
Does the government abide by what you feel? Or does the government abide by something else?
But I guess, like
That's the
you said,
question.
there has to be a process in place because you can't be changing your mind every 5 minutes. If you really want to go through this,
Yeah, I'd
then
been a
go
dude 10
through
times
the
by now.
process.
And that's
you know,
what people are saying that can happen.
Yeah.
but you got to go through the process. You know what I'm saying? You just got to take it upon yourself.
But what they want, what the community wants, is for this process not to be so hard.
Right.
Because
But it
they
is
go,
hard.
But they go through so much stress and so much anxiety.
Right.
Not having your identity representing who you are in your ID.
Right.
Right. Or the way you look is not the way you feel.
Right.
That they should facilitate this process for them.
I get it. But listen, when you were born, your genitals were a certain something.
Unless you come with both.
Unless
you have
you're
both.
intersex.
You're intersex. What
What is
happens
that?
then?
Intersex is when you
have
are
both.
born with a variety
Of both.
of
Fun.
both.
Yeah.
And you can, and they can't determine whether it's more of a male body
Okay,
or
well then,
a female body,
that-
depending on genitalia or hormones. And you know
Yes.
what? We think that this doesn't happen so often,
It is.
but it's about 1.7.
Happens all the time.
Look at the notes.
It is
Look
about
at the stats.
1.7% of the population, which is equivalent to as many redhead people we have in the population.
No way.
That's
Get out
They're
of
all
town.
in Ireland. No, just kidding.
So at least it shouldn't be difficult for people that have genetically
Predisposed,
it really shouldn't be
predispositions.
difficult for
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.